I consider myself a Marvel fan, but recently I'm feeling very disappointed with the new streaming shows that Marvel is putting out. It seems to me like they don't know how to deliver a great story throughout the episodes, and in the end, it all becomes boring, very predictable, cheesy, and WandaVision. Boy oh boy, I think it's one of the worst series I've ever seen. And I don't understand why everyone loves WandaVision. Actually, I think I know why. Anyways, so today I decided to make a very controversial video that might trigger a lot of Marvel stans. I'm gonna show you that WandaVision in reality is a complete disaster. Warning, spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen the show, you know it. Another warning. This is just my honest opinion. If you liked WandaVision, congratulations. There is no right or wrong. There are only opinions. So let's begin. The show is about Wanda, aka the Scarlet Witch, moving into Westview, a dream town where she spends her days living a happy marriage with Vision. To the audience, the whole plot of the series is very surprising considering everything that happened before in the Infinity Saga, mainly because Vision, her now husband, was killed by Thanos. So, in the show, things start to become a bit shady. The perfect town is not as perfect as it seems. Wanda freaks out, strange things start popping out of nowhere, citizens acting weird, all builds up to a mysterious and intriguing story, but not really. As the episodes pass by, all that feeling is lost and it just keeps getting worse and worse. Sitcom. The first couple of episodes being a sitcom was a big surprise. When was the last time a sitcom came out? They were very popular back in the 70s, but Marvel doing one now? Wow, that was kinda dope. In fact, I was excited to see what this was all about. The show taking place in different eras seemed very unique. I was so hyped to see how it would fit in the narrative, but when the first 2 episodes came out, I felt disappointed. Really, I didn't find any of these dad jokes funny, like, ha 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 ha, Vision is singing Old MacDonald had a farm with a ukulele, this is so funny. Literally, there was a laugh track after every single sentence. I was basically cringing all the time. I know that's the style of these shows, with the laugh in the back, but at least try making the jokes funny. Nevertheless, I was interested to see what would happen next. The whole situation at the table where Wanda breaks character and the scene gets serious, the radio trying to communicate with her, the colorful mini helicopter, and the rewind at the end of the second episode, that was really good. The show was making something, somewhat of an atypical mystery. I was looking forward to seeing what would come next. But then, the whole different eras TV show was so wasted. When Monica's team finds out that the Hex is sending a frequency of a TV show, why? I get it that Wanda wanted to live her own reality, but she's sending a frequency for people to watch her own show? Why is she sending this frequency? Does she want people to watch her show so she could become a director or something? Does she want help? Well, I guess we'll never know. All that we know is that when she was a little girl, she liked sitcoms, and that's the reason, folks. I really think that we could have gotten a better explanation on why Wanda's reality was like a TV show. And I felt disappointed because this great idea was wasted. Continuity. My other complaint is the continuity. Somehow, the cliffhangers at the end of some episodes didn't seem to make any effect on the following ones. At the end of episode 6, All New Halloween Spectacular, we get this very tense moment with high stakes where Wanda and her kids are at the Halloween festival and Vision is exploring the outskirts of Westview. Vision starts to see that there is in fact something really strange happening. He notices that all the citizens are frozen in place like they're being controlled by something or someone. Feeling confused, he sees the barrier on the edge of the town and tries to cross it to find out what's outside. But surprisingly, he starts disintegrating. Luckily, our little Billy feels that his dad is in great danger and warns Wanda. Thereby, she gets so concerned and casts a powerful spell to extend the hex to save the life of her loved one. This scene was so awesome and intense. Honestly, one of the best scenes in the show. And I was so excited to see what would happen because Vision found out that Westview is an illusion. So I thought, oh my god, the next episode things are going to get very complicated because Wanda will have to explain to him what's going on and she will need to face her fears and admit everything. But What will happen? Will Vision forgive her? Will he freak out? Will she freak out? I was creating many expectations only to find out that, nope, never mind. All that happened before, well, doesn't matter. Wanda that was so worried in the previous episode, well, now she really doesn't care about anything. Just like that. And breaking the fourth wall? Oh, it was more like breaking all my immersion. I can't believe that Darcy was the one to tell everything that happened to Vision. The previous episode established such a great and interesting cliffhanger. Just for what?
Oh, and then the bad guy got you and ripped the stone out of your head like, yeah!
Big grey villain. One of the things that really made me dislike WandaVision so much is Agatha Harkness, the big grey villain with the same power set as the hero. Until the episode 6 of WandaVision, the show was going fine. There was this strange mystery, atypical events, but then suddenly it all changed and they introduced a random villain with the cringiest song. It was Agatha all along. Agnes, her fake name in Westview, was acting weird and being suspicious throughout the show, so making her a villain would come off as a very predictable and cheap choice. Honestly, I was sure that they were going to make her evil for any reason. I mean, the evil laugh in the trailer? Ugh, come on. But I was really hoping that they didn't do it. I was trying to convince myself that they were trying to fool us to make a super plot twist. But no, it was Agatha all along. I think it was so unnecessary to have a presence of an actual villain in the story. It could have been a lot better if the true villain was Wanda's inner demons that she had to face. All her anger, grief, pain. That's what made Wanda collapse and create Westview unwillingly. Not Agatha, like, what does she want? Power? Oh yes.
I want the power, give me all.
What a joke. Wanda should have faced her own demons and not some angry witch. Okay, in the end she does understand that grief is love persevering and accepts her loss. But did we really need Agatha? Agatha all along just so we could have a big CGI battle? I think she just distracted us from what the main story should have been. Wanda facing her demons. There was no need to include Agatha. Acting. Last but not least, the acting. I'm afraid to say that in my personal opinion, there was a lot of bad acting in the show. Of course, there were some exceptions. For example, Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff, who made an incredible performance, especially in that scene when she falls on her knees crying. Oh, I felt that. But honestly, the rest of the cast wasn't that good. In that flashback scene where Agatha Harkness is getting killed by the other witches, I don't know. Catherine Hahn's performance didn't sound very emotional to me. Compare that with Nebula's scene in Avengers Infinity War when Thanos is torturing her. Karen Gillan's acting is outstanding. That scream just penetrates in your soul and feels so realistic. But Catherine, I don't know. Not to mention Julian Hilliard and Jet Klein, aka Billy and Tommy. I think they were terrible. When Wanda is fighting Agatha and she tries to open the hex barrier, Billy and Tommy start disintegrating and... Did you see their faces? If you tell me that this is good acting, well, you really haven't seen Millie Bobby Brown as Eleven in Stranger Things. But like I said, there were some good performances too, like Elizabeth Olsen. And I think Tiona Paris as Monica Rambeau was a great cast choice. Not only did she do a nice job, but she also resembles the young version of Monica in Captain Marvel. Overall, I think WandaVision is a very overrated and convoluted show, and yet people don't seem to notice all the flaws that it has. They rather say that it's fantastic just because they get to see more of the characters that they already loved from the previous movies, even if the plot doesn't make any sense. If I had to give a score on the show, it will be a 3.5 out of 10. But that's just my opinion. If you disagree or agree, feel free to write your thoughts on the comment section down below. So those were my thoughts on why I think WandaVision is a complete disaster.